Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video today. First things first, Happy New Year guys. I hope you guys had an amazing holiday. We definitely are starting off the new year strong with some big plans coming for the Civic and the Datsun. But before this video gets started today, please go down below and give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content coming. We are starting the Datsun build very soon. Make sure you guys are caught up to date. Don't want to miss anything. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get this video started. We got some body parts to install. Alright guys, before I open what's in these boxes, I just want to go over a couple things. So right now how the car is sitting, I'm in love with the way it looks. Definitely the black paint with the Koenig hypergrams wrapped in the Continental Extreme Contact Sport 02s with the Mugen visors, Art of Attack banner, and of course the Max Speeding Rock coilovers. Now there's some other stuff there too that makes the car pop, but I'm not going to mention because it's mostly all internal. But in this case, we are transforming the front and basically the whole look of the car to hopefully break some necks one day. But in this case, let's go ahead and unbox what's inside. Alright guys, before we open this box, I know you guys are wondering what's inside the box. I just want to give a huge thank you to Alexis, my girlfriend, for getting me this. She's very supportive and she helps me out with the car. Thank you so much for getting me this, Alexis. I'm going to use it well and I hope you like it once it's all done. But with that being said, you guys, let's show you guys what she got me. Alright, that is right you guys. We have got a new lip for my FA5. Some of you guys might recognize this type of style, but this is a Mugen style lip for the FA5 body. Now, I know like since it is style, it's not authentic Mugen. It's definitely hard to grab a Mugen that's not damaged or in this case brand new. Like I know at the dealership, I believe you can still get them, but they're way overpriced. Not only for this style lip, you guys, it's not a very cheap source. It's actually came from a very good website that I highly recommend. I'll leave the website on the screen right here. Pretty much this is like an OEM plus lip. In this case, either that or an aftermarket lip. Now it mocks up to everything that you need. It comes with pretty much all the mounting holes, and it also disconnects the side I would say air fins with the Phillips screwdriver just right here. It's definitely a little dark right there, but yeah, you can take these off, and at the bottom it has the mounting spots to where we have to drill underneath the bumper. But this, you guys, this is the lip that I've been wanting for the longest time. In fact, before I got my FA5, I definitely really wanted to get a Mugen FA5, but they are very rare to come across, especially for a good deal. But in this case, you guys, I'm in love with my car. Like, I wouldn't change it or I wouldn't give it away, even for a Mugen FA5. This is definitely going to look so good because I never actually seen a black FA5 rocking the Mugen style lip, so hopefully I'm the first. Now, just like the FA5 Mugen lips or Mugen style lip, we are going to have to prep it as well because it actually is unpainted. I know it shows black, but we definitely have a lot of sanding to do before we can get this put onto the vehicle. So before we do any painting, we definitely have to test fit to see if anything needs to be adjusted or sanded down. Not only that too, we might have to mock up the holes on the bottom of the bumper just to make sure we get them drilled properly and riveted properly, so that way this lip does not fall off easily. But for now, we're going to go ahead and jack up the car and then test fit with the lip on. But I'm also going to be taping these rough edges here because I don't want to scratch the bumper, so that way once we get it on, it won't scratch the bumper. We don't have to worry about painting that one too. And then when we take it off, we can go ahead and start prepping it. Alright guys, car is jacked up. Try to tape the edges. Didn't work out because it's just not sticking whatsoever. So I'm just going to try my best not to scratch the bumper and then mock test it. Alright guys, so pretty much the lip is mocked up right now. Nothing's holding besides the jack and some of the tape. For now, let's turn that brightness for you down. So for now, the car definitely looks a little bit weird because it's not painted correctly towards that. Not only that too, that random clear coat that's just getting away in my shot is definitely messing with my head. But I am thrilled that it fits perfectly on there, because I honestly don't think no adjustment needs to be made. We just got to sand everything down, and afterwards we can go ahead and start preparing it for paint. But first things first, we just got to check underneath the car to see if there's any holes that we need to pre-drill, and that way we can start buffing and painting. But for now, you guys, what do you think? Do you guys rock with the Mugen style lip, or do you prefer a different lip? But for me personally, I can't wait to see when this is all completed. Alright guys, so far there's only like 2 holes that lines up perfectly for the mounting, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to put some on the corners right here. But I'm actually gonna have to wait on that just because I don't even have the hardware I need, and so I have no idea what the sizes are. So I'm gonna wait till this is all completely finished with paint, and afterwards then we can go ahead and drill it. Alright, first what we're gonna sand down are these little air guards right here. I'm not too sure what these are specifically called, but there's Phillips screws on back on both sides of them. So we're gonna take this off and start with a 400 grit. Alrighty guys, welcome back. We are back, finally working back on the lip. So as you guys can see, we got the lips all set up here, just so I can be a little bit more comfortable while I'm sanding. So last time we worked on this, we got a pretty good amount of sanding done. I was debating if I should sand these areas right here, just because like you're not even going to see them because of the little arrow pieces on the side of the lip that's going to cover them. But I figured if I wanted to be pretty good and the way how I am, I want to make sure this thing is perfect. In terms of the bottom, I might do the bottom just a little bit, nothing super crazy, because this is going to be complete under the car, so you guys won't even see it. But if you guys can see right here, just like any of these edges right here that will pop out just a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and sand that down really quick just so it doesn't show. But afterwards, once we get this all sanded down nice and smooth, then we can start sanding up the paint booth and then apply the, I believe, the acrylic adhesive. Alright guys, so sanded down a little bit more. I actually just went ahead and sand everything completely all the way down to the bottom, just because we want to make sure we have full coverage when we apply the adhesive promoter. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and just water this down so that we can get most of the dust and pollen off. Let it sit to dry and rub it down with rubbing alcohol so we can go ahead and begin the adhesive promoter. Alright guys, so while this is drying, when we're painting a lip, you want to make sure it's completely dry, bone dry in this case, just because the adhesive promoter will not stick to the lip at all. Afterwards, when it's completely dry, we're still going to wipe it down with rubbing alcohol so we can get any contaminants that's left on the lip. Alright guys, so everything is now currently dry right now. Lip is almost completely dry, just has a few water sparks left. For now, I'm actually going to be painting this outside on the street just a little bit, just because I don't want to have any overspray near the house. And another thing too, the paint bit that I do have doesn't fit this whole lip inside there. So I'll go ahead and set that up later, but for now I'm just waiting this to dry, and then we can go ahead and move all this section to over here so we can begin the spraying process. Alright guys, so my paint booth is currently set up right now. I haven't set this up just yet, but I will in a second. But I just want to let you guys know we're going to go ahead and start the adhesive promoter process. So pretty much we're going to go ahead and spray it on. I believe we're going to apply a light spray, then move upwards the thicker coating, just so the paint can adhere to something once we move on to the base coat and the clear coat. So afterwards, when I go ahead and spray these 2 small pieces, that's for the lip, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the lip itself and spray it right over here, so that way there's no overspray or anything. It is pretty windy right now, so I'm really hoping like nothing too bad happens, such as like the tent flying away on me, or it might the wind knock off the lift where the stand is. So hopefully no issues there. But let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and start doing the spraying process. I have the adhesive promoter here. We're going to apply a thin layer of coat first for starters, and then let it dry for 10 minutes, and then move up for 2 more coats and let it sit for another 10 minutes. While that's drying in between, I'm just going to go back and forth to the lip and to the arrow pieces on the lip as well, just to make sure everything is all evenly applied, and I've always had something to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get my mask on, and we can go ahead and begin the spray process. Alright guys, so the wind is not my favorite today, so it's pretty windy today. It like comes and goes. Another thing too, this adhesive promoter, I don't know what's going on with the can or the nozzle, but pretty much when I let go, it still sprays, so I'm pretty much just wasting the material inside here. Alright guys, so that was pretty brutal when I was trying to apply that adhesive promoter, but we got that all completely done. So right now I already finished the last layer of coating. I'm just letting it dry for a couple more minutes before we actually move on to the primer. As for this one, I'm afraid we did mess up a little bit, pretty much on this piece right here near the tip. It looks like I got a little bit of run just because like I got too close, so that's on me. So I'm hoping when we apply the primer, we do have to wet sand it to make it smooth. If there's any like ruffiness from the adhesive promoter, then afterwards we can try to fix it. Afterwards, when we apply the primer, then we can go to the base coat and then clear coat. I don't know if you guys can tell that, but there is some runniness on the very tip right here. If you look really closely, it's hard to pick it up on camera, but it's just basically those dark spots right here. But pretty much we are gonna go ahead and move on to the primer spray, so that way we can go ahead and get this fitted done. That being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so far this is the third coating. However, it looks like I'm pretty much completely out of primer spray. Now I was told that I have to do a heavy coating for primer. Honestly guys, like for the second coat I went a little bit heavier than usual, but I still took my time with it just to see if I can get most of the spots that definitely need to be painted with the base coat, such as like the front area right over here and the top of the lip. Now honestly, I'm pretty happy how it turned out. I think I might just go straight to base paint right next, but I'm gonna take whatever's left in here and touch up some spots that need some attention, and now let it dry for another 20 minutes and then move on to the base paint. Another thing too, you guys too, even though we started super early, I'm already losing daylight pretty fast. Now that's because I believe it's daylight savings, I believe it's called. So nighttime comes around 6 o'clock now, so it's gonna be losing pretty quick. Pretty much this house over here, as soon as that sun touches right there, no more light. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see me, but currently it's nighttime right now. It's been a couple hours since we did the last base coat. So pretty much, like, it ran out of daylight, as you guys can see. But we have got the final base coating on. So far, I like it a lot. Like, I think it looked pretty good so far. Currently it's nighttime, so I can't really actually show you like how the result's gonna look. But since I have this light on my camera, I'll give you guys a little teaser. So pretty much, this is how the lip is looking like so far. So far, not too bad. I try to make sure I covered as much angles as possible and complete coverage on the lip because I don't want any primary paint showing through. So far, everything worked out okay. In terms of the arrow pieces on the lip, it's not too bad either. I'm not really super worried about that, but I made sure I did a complete base cover completely. Let me actually take this open for you guys. Alright guys, so these are the arrow pieces on the lip. So far, not too bad. I mean, it's got complete coverage. I'm still worried about like some primary stuff still throwing through or like any dust pollen, but I'm not super crazy about that. I know it's not going to be perfect 100%, but it is to my liking, and I think that's really important. So far, everything is all good. But for right now, we still got work to do on this lip. The last step that we got to do is put 2 or 3 coats of 2K clear on the lip itself. And then finally, we can let it rest for the next couple of days, and then we can see how it looks on Sunday. But in between now and Sunday, I don't really have a day off or any break in between, so I will see you guys on that weekend. I'm going to go ahead and shut up and finish off the clear coat. Alright guys, welcome back. We have finally made it to the weekend, so we're going to be putting on all the goodies on my FA5 today. Now, as you guys saw that I was actually painting at nighttime and it was really cold. When you guys are new to painting, temperature is very important. I don't definitely recommend painting at nighttime because it can cause the paint to dry and crack. But in this case, it looks like it worked out for me just okay. But other than that, you guys, here is the lip after it has been fully proofed and dried up. So now I can touch it with my hands and it won't do any damage. But so far, you guys, I'm really happy how it came out. If you guys don't know, for the Nighthawk Pearl Black, I believe it's called, for my FA5, there is a blue flake pearlescent that you have to shine a light onto the paint to actually see it. When I was checking it out, it wasn't as strong to where I painted my fender, so it's a little bit hidden there, but in this case, like, I think it's still great. I think it turned out beautiful. Not runs or anything. It looks like I have some orange peel on the lip, but I'm not super worried about that. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and put on those arrow pieces. Alright guys, arrow pieces are on both sides of the lip. So far it is looking really good. I can't wait to put this on the vehicle. A couple more stuff that we gotta do now. Even though if we are putting on a lip and those visors, guys, I went ahead and went a little bit beyond to get the smallest little parts that makes the biggest difference. So pretty much, if you guys don't know, on my passenger side on my Civic, I actually don't have a VTEC sticker. So I saw online they're supposed to have it on both sides. So I went ahead and ordered some genuine Honda stickers for VTEC. So let me go ahead and unbox and show you guys. Alright guys, so here are the OEM or OEM Plus iVTEC DOHC stickers for my Civic. Now, honestly, they look a little black, which kind of makes me nervous because if they are black, then you're barely gonna see them. They're supposed to be like a lightest gray, but it's in this case a darkest gray, so it should pop just a little bit. But we're gonna go ahead and slap these on and remove the old VTEC stickers. And another thing too, you guys, besides these stickers, I also went ahead and got some OEM Honda weather stripping for the lip so it doesn't scratch my front bumper. So we're gonna put it all on the edge right over here, so that way no dirt and debris or water get in between your lip and the bumper. So we're gonna go ahead and apply this onto the lip. And to end things off, this is definitely a little corny for most Honda owners, but I actually went ahead and ordered some Type R badges. Now, when I mean Type R badges, I mean eBay Type R badges. Now, the thing is, you guys, I was honestly gonna order genuine Honda Type R badges from, I believe, ICB Motorsports. They sell genuine Honda products. However, since I do want to do an FD2 swap on my FA5 in the future, I didn't see the point of balling out for really expensive Honda genuine badges. But the thing is, you guys, if you guys do have eBay Honda badges, I strongly recommend getting some ceramic coating protection, or just any I would say wax products that protect the clear coat, or in this case the plastic, because the sun turns these Honda badges yellow. We are gonna go ahead and apply these Adams Polished ceramic spray coatings. Now, you do need a blue UV light to get this coated properly. I do have one in my pocket that we're going to be doing, but for now, I'm pretty sure 10 minutes are about to be out, so we're going to apply the second coat to those visors. But the next one, we'll go ahead and apply this ceramic spray to them, so that way they don't discolorate right away. Now, this was actually very inexpensive. This is only about like 12-25 bucks for the whole set. If you guys wanted to get something a little bit lasting longer, such as like a 2-year product, I definitely recommend the Armor ceramic coating, but those are definitely very expensive. So that was actually my first choice, but then, like I said, I didn't really see the point on balling out super crazy. This works just fine. This lasts for like a good 12-month period, but every time you do wash your car, I probably am gonna reapply it every now and then, just so if I accidentally do take off some of that product, I'm just gonna go ahead and reapply it, so that way it lasts a little bit longer. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get that started. So we are going to go ahead and replace the badges for you guys. So pretty much for these ones, I'm pretty sure there's 2 clips behind that Honda badge, and you're going to need some fish wire to pop it out, and the new one just slaps right in. In terms of the rear, it's a little bit different. Now, I believe it also has clips too, but it doesn't have an exact spot where you're going to put it, because as soon as you take out this Honda emblem, you want to make sure you mask off around it so you have an idea like where it's going to be centered up, so that way you can just plug it right in so it won't be crooked or anything. But I'll show you guys what I mean. Now, in terms of those VTEC stickers, if you take a look on the side right here, the driver's side is completely shot, so unfortunately I won't be able to use that anymore. So we're going to go ahead and mask off the area where it's supposed to be at and line it as best as I can, and also measure it because we have to put it on the other side. Now, the thing is, when we go on the other side, there's nothing there. So we're gonna go ahead and just try to eyeball as best as I can and just go ahead and slap it on. But as I was telling you guys earlier, the ones I got, they're black or grayish, so you guys probably won't be able to see them. So I'm gonna go ahead and test that out really quick. All right, guys, as you can see, it's definitely black. Like, in terms of the other one, it's definitely a lightish gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and repair that for you guys. So pretty much get the idea how that looks like. So yeah, so we probably won't be able to see this, but I'm honestly just gonna slap it on anyways because it's better than looking at this chip sticker. So I'm gonna go ahead, mask off that area, and then tape it up, and afterwards we can start using a rubber wheel to get all the adhesive off, and then we can apply this new sticker. well, you guys, it looks like I messed up on the sticker. Like, I knew this was gonna happen, but pretty much when I took off the whole protection film, that it exposes the whole sticker. So when I was trying to apply it, it looks like it just kept grabbing onto like different areas of the body. And when I went to go try to peel it back off, the letters were starting to rip. So unfortunately, I got some big air pockets here in the sticker. So I'm definitely gonna have to order a brand new one just because I hate how this looks. So for now, it's on. It's actually surprising is gray, so that's a bonus for now, but definitely gonna try not to do that again on the other side. But it's such a shame because I definitely wanted this to be perfect, but that's things happen. So we're just gonna go ahead and put it on to the other side, and hopefully that doesn't happen again. All right, guys. So I accidentally didn't film this part, but passenger side VTEC sticker is on now. Honestly, it looks better than the one on the other side, but unfortunately there is tiny micro air bubbles on that sticker. It is hard to pick it up on camera just a little bit, but those little white lines behind, I'm afraid those are considered air bubbles. So I'm afraid it's the best that we can do. Honestly, I like it the way it is, but I know it's gonna bother me sometimes, but it's not perfect, but it's definitely on there. I'm glad how it looks on there, so I'm just gonna keep it how it is. But for now, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the rear emblem. So we are going to heat this up and then get some fishing line and try to pop this off. And if there's any adhesive off, we'll go ahead and buff it off and then apply the new Honda badge. Alright guys, type R badges are on. So first things first, these definitely do not get. So I am basically regretting my decision buying these type R badges, just because the mounting spots for the little pins I actually had to cut off because they don't line up to the factory one. I mean, that's to be expected because they are eBay quality. But unfortunately, these guys don't pop in as easy. Not only that too, it doesn't go on flush. So pretty much only probably most of this thing is sticked on, but there's some parts that don't actually sit flat against the material. So I pretty much had to like just smush it all the way in. I got to the point to where like it's not popping out no more, but I have a feeling this thing is prone to fall off soon. So I might order some badges too. That's what I get for cheaping out on parts. It is what it is, but luckily there is two parts that are not cheaped out. So as you can see, front is on. Definitely looks a little bit weird with lip. Unfortunately, we didn't have a lip. Oh wait, never mind. But in that case, if you take a look, obviously that VTEC sticker, oh my god, I don't know, I got it. But and see, the roll went on just fine. I'm actually get to peel this off, so let me go ahead and do that for you guys really quick. Alright, so there it is with the new Type R badge. So far so good. The back definitely looks better than the front. Alright, and yet again we are burning daylight as well, so pretty much the sun's going down really quick. Running out of time here, guys. These daylight savings isn't in my favor, plus I had a little bit of a late start today. But now that we got those badges out of the way, we can focus on painting them, and in the process we're going to try to mock up this lip as the sun is setting because that needs to get done by today. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and put on the weather stripping. These are actually meant for a side skirt for the Mugen kit on the FA5. So I'm just going to use it for the front of the bumper so it doesn't scratch it up and doesn't let all the debris inside. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this, and afterwards we can go mock up the lip. Oh my god guys, I am losing my mind right now. So when I was putting on the weather stripping, fell off of the damn holder and it looks like it cut some of the paint here. Such a shame, but it is what it is. Like, I knew it was going to be scraped eventually, but god damn it. Okay guys, we are back. So I have to clear the air about something because the night that we installed the lip, I actually didn't capture any footage that night just because it was super late and I was rushing to get everything put together. So unfortunately I couldn't get that much footage. But don't worry guys, so I will go in detail what exactly we finished up that night. So don't worry, I got you guys. But as you guys can see, the Mugen style lip is on my FA5 and it came out better than I expected. Another thing to you guys, it's actually been a couple months since we last put on the lip. I just didn't get around to it to where I was trying to finish up some other videos and some other stuff. Plus I was doing with school too, so I definitely got backtracked a lot, but that doesn't matter because we are going to finish this today. Alright guys, for starters, so as you guys saw from the last couple clips that we were trying to fit up the lip properly. So funny enough, for some reason I thought we had to shave down a lot more material to fit it properly onto the bumper, but it's just this type of lip that is a little bit weird to mount onto this type of bumper, just because for all these pieces that's supposed to go around the bumper and into the grill, it's not easy. So Alex pointed out something, shout out to Alex, that we actually had to put 3M tape on the bumper so that way this gap closes. Now as you guys can see, it's starting to wear out now. So like I said, it has been a couple of months since we last filmed putting on the lip, so it's starting to give out. Now a lot of people were wondering, oh, why did you put weather stripping on the lip? Doesn't make any sense. So crazy enough is, the point of putting the weather stripping on here is because rocks and dirt will get inside the bumper, causing to scratch the whole bumper itself. So fortunately, since that part is starting to wear down now, rocks and debris can get in there and can scratch my bumper. But honestly, I'm not too worried right now. I mean, the driver's side is holding up pretty good. Eventually, depending on how the lip is, I might have to do a respray, because if you guys actually look pretty closely, we actually are getting some rock chips all over the lip, and it's very unfortunate just because with black paint it doesn't really look good, especially when the paint's no longer there. So I might have to get like a touch-up pen to touch every one of these spots up just for now. But until then, you guys, like honestly, I've been taking really good care of this lip. I've been keeping very careful when going on dips and hills, just because I don't want to like break this thing off. Oh, that reminds me too, so I don't know if you guys saw from that cinematic shot, we actually put on some bolts. So we actually put rivets inside the bumper so that way we can screw in these hex nuts, so that way it's a nice sturdy lip. I mean, we did put 2 of them underneath here, and honestly guys, it's not going anywhere. It's pretty solid. It's like almost molded onto the bumper itself. So got it onto the other side as well. Still pretty sturdy. It's not going to go anywhere. I was thinking about putting some thread locker on there, but honestly it doesn't need it. It's holding up pretty good. And obviously too, the new Type R badges onto the front and also the rear are holding up okay. The funny thing enough is, you guys, I think I'm gonna have to redo the front badge again, just because if you guys remember, it was a little bit weird putting on that front eBay Type R badge, just because it's not exactly mounted flat against the grill. So it really is hard to tell, but there's a little small gap right there. I might have to take this whole thing off just so it mounts properly onto the grill. But at the same time too, it's holding up pretty good. But as you guys saw, that weather 3M tape is starting to wear down, so we're gonna have to wait on that. So, but by the time comes, we'll be ready to get that replaced. But for all the guys out there that wants to get Type R badges, just get the OEM ones. It's worth it, because then you don't have to be me and deal with this later. And of course, the new VTEC sticker on the passenger side, looking really good. Definitely makes the car pop on the passenger side a lot more, because this was completely blank at one point. But now since we got the VTEC sticker, it helps out a little bit. Obviously too, we got the driver's side as well, looking really nice. But overall, you guys, the front lip, the Type R badges, and the new VTEC stickers, they make the car look completely different. Like honestly, without the lip and the Type R badges, no necks will actually be broken onto my car. But recently I went to a couple of car meets. They definitely got a lot of attention. A lot of people are really liking the Mugen style lip, because if you guys don't know, the FA5 body style actually had a full Mugen kit. for Honda that got released throughout the dealerships. I think there were only 1,000 made, and they only came with that front lip, obviously side skirts and a rear diffuser and a spoiler, but they've never seen it on a black FA5. So the only question is now, will I go with the full Mugen style kit, or should I go with something else? Let me know if you guys have any ideas down below in the comment section. But now you guys, since we do have a Mugen style lip, we also still have the Mugen window visors as well, and those are not styled, those are actually Mugen. I got them from King's Motorsports, shout out to them. But as the car is right now, you guys, I am deeply in love how the car looks. Like, it's definitely going the way I wanted it to, and it's looking the way I wanted it to. But as you guys know, I do like the Togue and possibly track this in the future. So I'm not really too worried if the lip gets damaged. It's mostly there for performance, because if you guys didn't know, these little side pieces onto the lip are actually functional. They help with aero a little bit. Not only that too, there is a spoiler that actually mounts up to that lip to help with more air dampening and also aerodynamic. Alright guys, so it definitely has been a really long video. I'm pretty sure we're up to like 30 minutes right now or more. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the process of me and Alex prepping the lip to get that put on. We do have more incoming. I actually do have a couple parts sitting back at home that needs to get repainted. So stay tuned for that because it definitely needs to be done soon. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. Leave a comment down below if you guys have any suggestions, or feel free to comment about how the car looks now. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.